Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. I had to review all 3 of these episodes because I haven't actually reviewed them yet. So today I'm going to be reviewing episode 3 of Blood of My Blood. It's a prequel show to Outlander. So Outlander, the main love interest is Jamie and Claire, and the prequel show is about Claire's parents and Jamie's parents. So let's get into this. So episode 3 actually jumps back to Ellen Mackenzie and the Mackenzie clan, and the main portion of it was the Mackenzie clan drama. We jumped to Claire's mom for a bit where she's trapped in the castle. She can't escape, and it's pretty much like she's pregnant with a child that is obviously Claire's dad. Henry, I think his name is. I don't know for sure, but it's obviously his because they're married. And she was pregnant before going through the stones, and Claire's already been born, so this is like a brother, I think, or a sibling that Claire would have had that Claire never knew, that we know Claire never met. So she's still trapped. She can't get there. She's trying to avoid Jamie's dad. Jamie's dad's dad, so Jamie's grandfather. So Jamie's dad, Brian, is featured in a few of these scenes. He and Murtaugh come back and report to the dad about what they've seen at Clan Mackenzie. And then at one point, I thought it was interesting that the callback to Jamie protecting Leary, and like Leary getting in trouble and Jamie getting punished for it, for her to protect her, just because he's a good guy. The same similar situation happens where Claire's mom gets into trouble and she's going to be whipped, and he takes the punishment for her and stuff, and so he takes the punishment and gets whipped instead. And so that really shows Brian's personality and how that's where Jamie gets that just genuinely good guy personality from. And also the fact that it also goes to show the really toxic relationship between Brian and his dad, and of course Jamie's dad and his grandfather. So, and it explains Jamie's wariness of his grandfather and all that stuff. So I liked that. So that was kind of like the B story, the side story. The majority of it focused on the Mackenzie clan drama. So it's Dougal versus Colum, and they're each trying to get support to become Laird, and they're each trying to pull Ellen where they want her, and like she has no power, she has no control over her fate. Her brothers are using her, and it's a really, really good plot line for an actual like strong female character and kind of a feminist story in the sense, in a good way, because they're trying to use her, and like Colum wants her to marry this guy, Dougal promises her to this guy in order for each of them to get support, because they need men to back them in order for them to get support to be Laird. And meanwhile there's this third guy that is trying to take advantage of all the drama, because if Dougal is versus Colum and they're divided, then he can swoop in for the victory. And meanwhile we all know it kind of shows that Ellen should be the one leading the clan, but she's a woman, so she can't. And so a lot of it focused on her. Her and Brian never interacted in this episode, and it didn't really mention their romance a lot. It did have a scene where she was daydreaming about him, and it did get spicy, which wasn't necessary. It felt like it was just thrown in there to have a scene in there. And so, but yeah, so, and I really loved that it really showed some flashbacks with her dad and the horrible way he treated the boys. They each got a scene where one of them was after Colum's accident and he ended up like crippled. His dad was like basically like, you're like telling him that you're still in bed, you know, and like he was horrible. The dad treated Colum horribly after he was hurt. And then later on, when he found out that Dougal was kind of to blame for that accident, the dad basically had this moment with Dougal where he like beats him with a belt essentially, and it kind of just shows that he treated the boys like horrible, and Ellen was genuinely his favorite. So like he was a good man with Ellen, but he was kind of a bad man with the 2 boys, and it really showed his favoritism toward Ellen. And it also kind of like, I felt like it really did a lot to show Outlander and how the issues that Colum and Dougal have with each other, and why they felt so threatened by Jamie because of their issues with Ellen and the favoritism there. The ending did show a solution to all of this, and like Ellen came up with this really epic plan. I won't spoil that for you guys, but it was a really cool moment that she kind of came up with this really cool plan that kind of solved all of the problems. The clan politics was really good in this episode, and like I said, Ellen and Brian didn't have any scenes together, so I'm still concerned that they're gonna have this really cheesy I'm looking at you, so I'm in love with you moment with when they don't know anything about each other. But then on the other hand, the show is done really, really, really well with Claire's parents, especially in episode 2. So we'll see where it goes. Episode 3, I really liked the politics. It left me wanting more. So it definitely, like, I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to the next one. So what did you guys think of this episode? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more writing and reading videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And in the meantime, if you liked my review of episode 3, then stay tuned because I'll be reviewing episode 4 soon, so it'll be here.